Welcome to the Art and Science of Marketing, where we talk about all things marketing to help you grow your business, have more fun, and live a better life on this planet. I'm Scott, your host, in the lab. As you can see, let's get down to it. Today, we're going to talk about how to stand out from your competition, the story of Johnny Cupcakes. I was minding my own business, walking through the aisle of booth after booth after booth that you find at a trade show. And my phone bings. So I pull it out and I'm looking at it, replying to a text to meet a potential client somewhere on the trade floor, when a man steps in front and he points at the ground and says, "You dropped your smile." Well, immediately I started smiling because what kind of opening is that? And he looks, "Oh, you found it." And I start smiling. I'm like, who are you? And he said, "I'm Johnny Cupcakes." I said, "Johnny Cupcakes? What is that?" And we started chatting. And it turns out that this gentleman was a speaker at the conference and probably one of the most interesting people I met that whole weekend, for sure. I still have his business card. It smells like cupcakes. But here's the thing. They don't make cupcakes. I said, "Johnny Cupcakes? You don't make cupcakes? What's going on here?" He's like, "No, we're a t-shirt company." Like, "So you're a t-shirt company called Johnny Cupcakes?" He says, "Exactly." I said, "Where's your," and then you have physical locations? He says, "Yeah." I was like, "Well, tell me about your business. What's so special about Johnny Cupcakes?" He says, "When you come into the store, it's like you're walking into a cupcake factory." I said, "There's no cupcakes." He said, "No, but it smells like cupcakes." I said, "Wow, this is intriguing to me." He goes, "And when you buy a t-shirt, it comes out of an oven like cupcakes would, and you get a box with your t-shirt that's like a cupcake box, and everything smells like cupcakes." It's like, "Here's my card." And I was like, "It smells like cupcakes." I know. It's like, "So you don't make any cupcakes?" He said, "No." I said, "Never?" He says, "Well, we do once a year on April Fool's Day." I was like, "Wow, this is amazing business." He's like, "Yeah." And he had this, I think it was a Volkswagen, like old school 70s Beetle that was like hollowed out, and there were all these t-shirts, and there was a line of people just going through them. I talked with this guy for a little bit, and it just reminded me that he was having fun with his work. He was doing something unique, and he was opening up more stores. And he's speaking at a conference on how to be unique in your business. Well, guys, if you're running a business, you can try to do things by creating a better mousetrap, right? Trying to find something unique. And there's a lot of different ways to create a business that's successful. But just being unique, having fun, doing something that no one else is doing. It doesn't have to be a t-shirt company that smells like cupcakes, that makes cupcakes once a year, when the t-shirts are pretty cool, by the way. But it catches people's eye. It catches their mind share. So if you're building your business, ask yourself, how can you be unique in your space? What can you do that's different? What can you do that stands out from the competition, right? And think about how many t-shirt companies there are out there. There's only one that smells like cupcakes. And I dropped your smile. You dropped your smile, got me to smile. And me and Johnny talked for quite a bit. He's a cool guy, and I think he's doing really well. And I would say you can all learn something from this guy, how to be unique and how to make your business thrive. Thanks for watching. Scott from the lab, the art and science of marketing. Take care, enjoy yourselves, have some fun, and grow your business.